Hey guys, Nicholas here and welcome back to another episode of MNPlays Random Games. And today we got Executive Command. It is a mobile game that I believe simulates the job of the president of the USA. So, well, it's not designed to be super accurate or anything, but it's just designed to be fun. So today we'll be trying it out, and let's see how a day of president goes. Normal mode has moderate pace. You will go with normal, as this is our first playthrough, and character selection. Well, since I'm a male, I'm gonna choose a male. I think this one. So let's continue. Oh, we got news report. Well, Jane, looks like we got a new president in the office. Not sure about you, but I've got high hopes for this one. Yes, Ted, I'm certainly looking forward to that State of the Union address. Welcome to Washington. So she's the chief of staff, aiding me in my duties as president on that note. Deliver my State of Union address. Okay. We are invited to the Capitol to have the State of Union address. My agenda. Oh, so I can choose agenda. Let's choose energy. Energy policy covers how we power everything from cars to home to factories. Help Congress create laws that will protect and advance our use of energy resources for generations to come. So energy will be my agenda. Confirm. My fellow Americans, I will ensure availability of energy to power and heat American homes today and into the future. Okay, that was awesome. Okay then, stop by the White House periodically to check your mailbox. It will fill with important items that need your attention. Okay, go into the White House. We got a mail. Read these policies carefully. Thumbs up if it's a good policy, thumbs down if it's a bad policy. So, technology for soldiers, the first policy. Research lightweight computer equipment to give soldiers better access to maps and communications. That's good. Research a new gun that they shoot other smaller guns. That is, I don't know who thought of that, but that is weird. Research nutrition for soldiers to make meals healthier and more delicious in the field. That's good. So because there's one bad policy, we'll veto it. Goodbye. So we have no meal, so let's leave the White House and see what we can do. We got one meal. Okay, this is the same mail that is revised. They remove the stupid policy, so we can approve these two policies, and they will become laws. So, as the president of the United States of America, I sign this policy. And I believe I will need to take it to the Department of Defense because it's related to soldiers, and they will delegate the law, and they successfully executed this law. Another mail. Let's see what this is. Oh, diplomacy. NATO Secretary General, Brussels, Belgium. Dear Mr. President, the countries that belong to the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, will be meeting to talk about updating their long-standing military alliance. New challenges are facing the world, and NATO countries need to discuss how to deal with them. Please join us. We can send the secretary or attend in person. Because this is a more serious matter, we are involving the military. I think I'll attend in person. So let's leave. That situation requires some international diplomacy. Take that letter to the airport if you want to head out. But you should know that flying takes valuable time and your mailbox will continue to fill up while you're gone. That's fine with me, so we'll take it to the international airport and fly to Brussels, Belgium. We'll take Air Force One. NATO ready to face world challenges. Alliance updated with the help of US delegation. That's great. We got one mail in the mailbox and we are flying back, landing safely. Thank you, I don't know what your name is. Tax evasion. If people are unable to pay their taxes with money, let them pay with well-crafted song and dance. That is just, oh. Whoever thought of that, they are fired. Outlaw offshore tax havens have protect profit made in the US from government taxes. That's great, I think. Increase tax evasion penalties so that the risk outweighs the reward for tax dodgers. That's good. So we'll veto it and let them let them remove that policy. We got another mail. I believe this is the revised one. Yeah, that's great. So we'll sign it. Strong support. Public approval rating is rising. That's great. So this is about tax. So we'll go to the Department of the Treasury. Let them delegate execute the law, and the law is successfully executed. Now we'll go back to the White House and read the remaining mail. Commemorative currency. Make special nickels that celebrate famous US scientists and researchers. That's awesome. Make special quarters that feature some amazing. That's good. Make collection of dollar bills that commemorate America. You are fired. Whoever thought of that? They don't have brains, do they? Congress has invited you to spec at the Capitol. Lol. Great opportunity to rally some support around your State of the Union agenda. So we can go to the speech. Today I want to talk to Congress and the American people about energy. So this is about our agenda. We need to have the latest technology to get most from our current energy sources. That's awesome. Sustainable energy is critical to the future of our country. I support having a variety of energy sources to power this country: oil, natural gas, coal, winter, and solar. Well, personally, I strongly advise using renewable energy sources. I pledge to invest in renewable sources of energy that are reliable and don't cause pollution. Help me make solutions like this a reality, and thanks for coming. Thank you for listening to my rambling. keep coming back to the Congress when invited to speak. Start passing bills that support your agenda. Make full progress towards rallying their support first. So okay, we got 2 mil in the White House. So this is the first. They revised it, so we'll sign it. And this, diplomacy, President of Russia, Moscow, Russia. Dear Mr. President, good news, the President of Russia has agreed to sign a nuclear weapons reduction treaty. This will be a great step towards a more peaceful world. You must personally meet with the Russian President in Moscow to sign the treaty and make it official. Since this is a nuclear matter and it will affect the whole world, we will attend in person. And MNicholas, I think this will be for the Department of Treasury. I may be wrong. I'm right. So we'll go to the international airport and fly to Moscow, Russia. Air Force One. A safer world. So the nuclear reduction treaty is signed. Year 1 is about to end. And let's go back to the White House and read the mail. Growing up healthy. Manage a website that includes useful information for parents on how to keep their children healthy. That's great. Include health tips about the unique needs of children of all ages, from infants to teenagers. That's awesome. You did your job quite well. I may be considering making this a law, which I just did. So this is about health. So we'll go to the Department of Health and Human Services. Delegate, let them execute this law. The law is successfully executed. Now let's go back to the White House for the mail. Reducing energy cost, shutting down all government buildings. Whoever thought of this? Have you ever used your brain? Research ways to save government money by reducing its energy use. That's great. So you can cancel that policy and get back to me in a moment. So that was quick. I'll sign this. This will be an official law of the US. Let's take this. Come on. Take this to the Department of Energy and let them execute the law. The law is successfully executed again. Our public approval rating is quite high. And year 1 is about to end. So we'll let it end. Seems President handling things pretty solidly. Challenges ahead. War may be inevitable. Inevitable. Preparing for the worst. Looks like war is coming, guys. Military strength around the world. Build military bases in various parts of the world to discourage others from attacking us. That's good. Use the potential of our military power without actually fighting to prevent military conflicts. That's great. So we'll sign this. This will become a law. Let's take this to the Department of Defense. Delegate this law. We have a meal in the White House. Let's get back. Better security screenings. Improve airport screenings measures to prevent a terrorist attack. That's awesome. Stop letting people fly on airplanes. Okay, that is just rude. Train more agents to work at airports, securing more passengers faster. That's great. Remove that bad policy, please. Our public approval rating is going quite well at 79%. Energy agenda progress is on the low side, but we need the speech. A declaration of war just arrived. Declaration of war. State of war exists between the country of Romania and the government and people of the United States. They declared war on us, so they want to bring the war to us, we'll bring the war to them. You sign it, so the nation is now at war. Decisive action is key. In a state of war, you are responsible for making the tough military decisions as commander-in-chief. But don't forget to also attend to bills and to your agenda. We are at war. Look at the meter there. So this is revised. We'll sign this. It's a great timing, as seeing now we are at war. So better we'll take it. Major development in the war. We'll do that in a moment. So take this law to the Department of Homeland Security. Let them execute the law. So now airports are more safe. And let's go to the Department of Defense. Intelligence suggests the coast of California is at increased risk for an aerial attack by Romania. Aerial attack, is it? Since it's we will have the Coast Guard on defensive. Let's go back to the White House. Advanced technologies in schools. Partner with technology companies to give states the latest technology for classrooms. That's awesome. Provide money to states to train teachers on how to use new technology in a meaningful way. Research how technology can help improve student learning. That's all awesome law. We'll sign this. Strong support. This will become a law. We will take it to the Department of Education. I am invited to the Capitol. Let's execute this law first. The law is executed now, and let's go to the Capitol. Even while at war, we cannot forget about the energy issue at home. Our quality of life and businesses, I did not read that. We need to have an energy backup plan so this country will always have a steady supply of it. That's great. I support finding new sources of energy that will be around for generations to come. We already have that, solar and wind. Making sure we have access to reliable sources of energy is key to strong economy. That's awesome. Major development in war. Let's go to the Department of Defense to see how we can respond to the situation. All Americans living in Romania have been taken hostage and need to be rescued quickly. Looks like we need the army at this point. Oh. Wait. Send the Marine Corps. Looks like I misunderstood that part. But no matter, we'll read at this letter first. Disaster preparedness for citizens. Prepare citizens on how to be ready for disaster. Sponsor a competition that recognizes the best citizen leaders for their efforts to keep their community safe. Make it no. So we'll veto it. And let's go to the Department of Defense again. Romania is planning land invasions of Canada and Mexico to have more routes into the US. We need a significant counterforce. Land invasion. We'll have the army. So let's. Army is in defensive. War diplomacy, Secretary General of United Nations, Geneva, Switzerland. President of Romania has announced that he plans to attack all countries north of the equator. The entire international community must work together to stop this. American leadership is needed to plan a way to restore peace. We'll resolve the war. War diplomacy, I'm inviting you and the Prime Minister of Canada to Mexico City to meet with me. Romania plans to attack all of our countries and take over the entire continent. We need to come up with a strategy to prevent this. Time is of the essence. Since the President of Mexico and Canada is meeting, I will go there in person as well. Air Force One, take off. Okay, we've just been invited to the capital again. More efficient military. Out of date and no longer effective. And it save money. That's great. Oh, we have 100% on public approval rating. That's great. We will take it to the the Department of Defense first, and let them execute the law. We'll go to the Department of Defense, respond to the situation of the war. Romania Air Force is refueling on tiny asset. We will ambush them using our own Air Force. That's great. And let's go to the White House. My country has a lot of experience dealing with wars. I'm inviting you or your Secretary of State to come to London, meet with me and or your Secretary. Since that is the case, we will send our secretary. We will take it to Department of State. UK provides support. We have good news about the war. Preventing childhood diseases. Set guidelines for when children should get vaccines to prevent horrible diseases. Make sure the vaccines are safe. That is just unhealthy. So the policy has been revised. We'll sign this, approve this to become a law. We will take it to the Department of Health and Human Services. they will execute the law. War diplomacy. Smaller countries neighboring Romania are under pressure to comply with the hostile government's land grab. They have agreed to meet American leadership in neutral territory to discuss ways to resist. We will send our secretary. This may be a wrong move, but oh well. There. Oh, okay. Peaceful outcome. We just literally just said the same thing. And we are at 100% of agenda progress. Okay. Okay, we need to go to the Department of Defense again. The war is developing. We discovered that Romania is developing a nuclear weapon at a plant near the capital city. Quickly disrupted, will bomb it with the Air Force. Discuss terms. Discussing treaty. War is over. The Senate has approved a peace treaty, official end to the state of war. That is great. We ended the war. Now we are at peace. We are at the end. It's been an honor and a privilege. We had a good run. You had a good run. Farewell address at the capital. So our days of presidency are over. Managed to eventually resolve a tough ongoing conflict and pass landmark legislation to make good on my promise to you, the American people. Thank you and good night, nation. So we'll look at our score. Certificate. So playtime 47 minutes, impact points 4,000. There are no bills signed incorrectly. Laws delegated incorrectly, only one. I wonder what that is. So guys, I have completed the game in possibly one video, and I'll leave it right here. Of course, there's nothing to leave now because I've ended the game. And if you're interested to playing the game, I will leave a Play Store link. I don't have an iOS link, so I don't even know if it's available on iOS, but it's certainly available on Android because I'm playing on Android. And I'll leave a link of the Play Store app link in the description below. So if you are interested in this game, you can go check it out. It is completely free. And I took 47 minutes to complete the whole game. So it's a pretty short indie game, but I have my fun. So thank you very much for sticking until the end of the video. And before you go, please kindly leave a like on the video. It just really go a long way towards helping me out. If you feel like it, share it with any means you think best fit. Share it with anyone you think will enjoy my content. And if you're first time here, then hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And don't forget to turn on notifications so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you want more updates, the best way to get it is to follow my social media pages linked in the video description below. And if you fancy a chat, there is a Discord server link in the description below to my Discord server. There's a small community there. You can chat with them. You can chat with me as well there. So I'll leave it right here. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.